Hey guys, John here, and what we're going to go over in this training is how to set up your Facebook ads live. Now, again, this is a pretty big subject, pretty pivotal what we're doing. How you're going to want to start is you're going to want to start by going to your Facebook Ads Manager. So when you go to business.facebook.com, basically you'll be presented with a page. You can click up here. In my case, I have, multiple accounts, and I have multiple business managers and all that stuff. But as you see, we selected up here. We selected our business manager, and I just have to go to my account. So what we want to do here is we want to create, basically what we'll do is we will just click this green button. Sometimes you'll start over here on the account overview. Depends on where it has you land. And keep in mind, this interface is subject to change every week. And in fact, it basically does change every single week. So what the interface is one day may be totally different than what the interface is another day. The good news is that you have this little button over here. There's a help center, which it says what's changed in the new version of Ads Manager. It's always changing. So there's a ton of help, and it gives you a lot of information on what's changed. Your work is saved as you go. It shows what's changed, blah blah blah, etc. Okay, so it's always showing you what changes, and they also have a lot of different basic trainings. Your guide to digital advertising, right? And so they have why do people advertise? Ad scheduling, advanced targeting options. Location, age, gender, lookalike audience, etc. Understanding ad auctions. Now, I'm not going to go and look at this. An example ads coaching conversation, and they have all sorts of stuff. Choosing an objective, choosing a page promotion, duplicate an ad set. So all this stuff. Look, see, they even can teach you how to be a consultant. What does your advertising success look like to you? How do you measure long-term success? Do you have a testing budget? Etc. Now, again, this is about making money through affiliate marketing. So I'm not going to go over all of the basic stuff. If you want to go over the basic stuff in terms of, and frankly, Facebook, if you go through the Help Center, there's a lot of advanced stuff there too. But that information is all freely available on the internet. So if you want to go through that, which I encourage you do, it'll help you understand everything a lot better. Feel free to go through it. But again, we want to focus on the advanced stuff, which Facebook doesn't know, which is how to make money through affiliate marketing. Our goal is to get you sending as many sales as possible, especially if, as you're working with my affiliate programs, and you've been able to move up the levels and go through the 21 steps and get access to my affiliate program, or if you're just promoting products on ClickBank, that's the goal. So what we want to do is we want to start here, and we're going to do create, real simply, and I'm just going to bang through this real quick. We're going to do MOB promo number 2. And we're going to do bidding type, auction. You can select all the tooltips if you want. You can do traffic or whatever you want here. And I'm just going to select an ad set name. I'm just going to say, Internet WizKid. And I'm going to do Internet WizKid. And that'll be our ad. So we'll save that to draft. And what we'll do is, so we can do it one of two ways. That's one way. And then we have to go through we have to make sure as we're going through things, we actually add in the ad set, we add in all this stuff. What I prefer to do, we'll go here, MOB promo number 3. let's switch to guided creation. Okay, so guided creation is a little more simpler, and it just walks you through the process. So see, it says switch to quick creation, guided creation. So what we're going to do is we're going to set traffic, campaign name. We're going to say mode promo number 3, link clicks, continue. Okay. Now we're creating the ad set. So see here, it kind of keeps track of, the things you have to do in order to set up an ad. See object, campaign, ad set, ad. That's generally how it works. So what we're going to do is we are going to, this case, I'm going to set the baseline. I'm going to set it to 30 because, usually people who are under 30 years old don't have a lot of money. So now this is where we use our custom audience. So we could use an existing custom audience we have, or we can create a new custom audience, or a lookalike audience is what we really want to use. So if we want to upload some data, this is where you would do it. So you'd say, how do you want to create this audience? You would use the customer file, and you'd say, add customers from your own file and copy or paste the data. Okay? So you'd add it in here, and if you can upload the file, or you can select copy paste. And this is the part where in the super affiliate system, you'd go to that targeting data, and again you see this video of me, and in this case you'd use BizOp. See, this is the BizOp list because we're going to be promoting a business opportunity. So let's just open this. We can download this file. See, I click download over here, or I can just copy paste. I'm going to click Control Shift down, and we can just highlight all of this. And what I'm going to do, so I highlight it all, and I'm just going to click copy. Okay. So I'm going to go back to Facebook here, and I'm just going to click paste. So now we have our emails in there, and what we'll do is we'll say BizOp buyers list. Okay. So that's our BizOp buyers list, and there we go. So we have the emails. We'll click next. So it says data mapping. So this just means, what is this? In this case, it's their emails. So Facebook automatically detects that they're emails. But if if it's wrong, you could select something else. Click upload and create. And what Facebook is doing is they're just uploading it. And it says, 2,999 rows, completed 100%. Don't worry about this. It says some entries couldn't be used. You could look at the error report. It doesn't really matter. Don't worry about the error report. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to create a lookalike audience. That's the most important thing. And in this case, we could create a lookalike audience for, United States, and Canada, or something like that. If we wanted to advertise there, so I could create the lookalike audience. Or we could, choose, people in other countries. So let's see another country. So in this case, I want to add in a few more countries. Bahamas. Let's just do U.S. Screw it. So we're just going to do U.S. Okay. I don't know why it aired out there, but basically we'll focus on US, and what we'll do is, so that's if we want to target US. I'm actually going to change it up for this campaign. I also want to target, I also created this other audience targeting some third world countries. So I just want to add in those things here. and Bahamas, Puerto Rico, oopsies, Dominican. So these are, I'm just throwing in some top converting countries around the world. Seychelles, St. Martin, Luxembourg, I'm going to throw in a couple other countries here. We did Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico we didn't do. So I'm going to target Puerto Rico, U.S. Virgin Islands. And what we're going to do here is we're going to do the same thing we always do, which is cut the red, grow the green, focus on what's working best. So here I'm just going to select men. We could select all, but let's just start with men. And we will, basically, we have our targeting a large area. And what I want to do is, so it says, and keep in mind, sometimes the audience data is unavailable. I don't know why. Facebook isn't always, not everything on Facebook always works. So see, it says audience definition is unavailable. That's normal, unfortunately. I don't know why that's normal, but it happens. So in this case, we're going to say lifetime budget. Let's just set it to $100. We just want to test $100. We're setting link clicks. So here we have all our things. Great. We're just checking this. Lifetime budget $100. And there we go. We click continue. We see if there are any errors. And this is where I'm going to select my Facebook page. So this case, see, it has these pages selected. I just have to click back. See, these are some extra pages I had on my account. So I click here, John Crestani. It says use the selected Facebook page. And this is a case where I can do an image or a video. Now you should have some videos that you can use. In this case, I'm just going to use an image. Okay. So there's all sorts of things. You can add a full screen experience, and there's all sorts of different things you can do to make stuff happen. Now, I'm going to use an image. Now, where I would get the images from typically is we would go to, in the Super Affiliate System dashboard area, we would click the Add Swipes area. And Add Swipes, there's me. See, we have downloadable ad swipes for many niches. Now, this is where I would start. Now, first off, I would open this file, this Monster BizOp file, because we're going to need to use it later. Okay. Second of all, we have the downloadable ad swipes here. So in this case, this niche is BizOp. Now, if you're advertising something different, if you're advertising products to help with balding or bed bugs or helping reduce people's credit score or helping people date or diet or get a mortgage or gold IRA or etc., we have a lot of different niches you can use to create your ads around. In this case, we're talking about business opportunity. So we're going to open up this file. And we have a bunch of different images here. I'm going to click on the native ad images folder. And what we see is a bunch of different images we can use for our advertisement. So in this case, I'm going to download a few different images. I'm going to download this one. I'm going to download a dad working with his daughter, and I'm going to download money with Apple Computer. Maybe one or two others. Right. So here's a cool one. Now we'll go back to our ads manager and we'll upload some images. So we have some images we can use. I can say, okay, we can use this one, the dad, we can use the apple, this in the car. Let's say we wanted to use the, where's the guy with all the gold money? Isn't there one more cool? So there we have it. And, in this case, let me say I'm also going to upload an image. So I'm just going to drag and drop an image. And then we have, confirm. So in this case, we're split testing images. Okay? And I can also add some other images. I think I have some other images already loaded on here. So, but that's, yeah. So there we have 5 images we're going to split test. A dad, and we'll see which one works best. We have a dad working on the computer with his child. We have a guy with a gold, Ferrari. We have a Lamborghini. We have money in a computer, and then we just have something ridiculous, like a weird swan yacht. So now to figure out, now we know the page we're going to promote. So the page we're going to promote is jetset.money. This is a pre-sale page I had set up previously in a previous step. And if we type it in, we'll see what I chose is I chose the JC compliant page. So this has a little autoplay, a little autoplay video, and it has it has a survey. So it's pretty compliant with Facebook, which is pretty cool. And it has you can pause and stop the video, and we have all these disclosures at the bottom so that it makes sense. And where you can get this particular video, or that particular landing page, is if you go to pre-sale pages, you literally just click and you activate. So see, activate the JC survey pre-sale page here, or you could drag and drop some of the landing pages by going over to this area. Okay. So let's get back to Facebook ads. So we go here, and what we're going to do is we're going to select our headline. So to select our headline, again, we want to go back to ad swipes. I think we had ad swipes open. Okay, we want to go back to the ad swipes page, and underneath BizOp, again, we have all of our headlines. So I might make a link a little more convenient here. So I'd look below to see if I have this link available. So we have a file that's called BizOp headlines. So here we have a bunch of headlines that have been shown to work for business opportunity ads. Okay, Emma from Houston makes this much simply by copying. Houston millionaire exposes how she earns. So these are templates. These are not rules. These are templates. And what you can do is you can mix and match what these say. So it could say, I travel 30 weeks a year. So obviously, make it congruent with your offer. So I travel 10, 12 weeks a year, thanks to this moneymaker, or whatever it is. Live in the U.S., you could change that to live in Canada, or live in New Zealand, or, how much the system actually can make people. Learn how one, U.S. housewife or California housewife or whatever that is. Again, all of these things can be changed. Now, here's here's an example of, we could just say, make money online and travel the world. Become a millionaire within 30 days. I'm going to select make money online and travel the world. So that's our headline. And then we have, the text. So first I'm going to activate preview so we can see what we're looking at. So let's look at, I like looking at the desktop newsfeed. And what we look for the text is, generally speaking, I want to look at our swipe file. So this is our monster BizOps swipe file. Okay, what this is this is 221 pages of other ads that have already worked for other people. Okay, in this niche. So you're given all the ads that people are actually running that work in these niches. Work 2 hours a day in Australia and make this much money. How he was broke until he used this method. So these are the ads that work in the business opportunity niche. These are the landing pages. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down, and towards the bottom we have a lot of Facebook ads. So here's a Facebook ad for JumpCut. JumpCut teaches entrepreneurs. Click learn more. So this has 402 shares and 1.8 million views. So this might be a good, this might be a good ad to copy. So what we'll do is we will, let's take this ad and copy it. So I'm just going to write it out real quick. So I'm just going to change the wording to make it more relevant to us. And I'll say, I teach entrepreneurs and online marketers step by. So I teach entrepreneurs, and let's just say I teach entrepreneurs. I have a lot of engineers that take this course. Engineers, salespeople, step by step, how to build an online marketing business from scratch based around their biggest passion in life. And I'll say click learn more below now to sign up for our free video training. And then we have the link. Well, this wasn't right. Then we have the link to my ad right here. So what I'm doing is I'm basically just copying what works for somebody else, and I'm going to use it for myself. So we're going to copy that there. I'm just going to make this link look a little nicer. Maybe that looks a little too much. So then let's see what they wrote down here. So I'm just kind of copying, because this got a lot of shares and a lot of views, so maybe this is a good ad. Just recently, so they'll say just recently $12 in a day. This wouldn't have happened without the training from John Crestani. And this is a quote from one of my students. So what we do is we kind of put that in, and we'll say, okay, headline, and do we need anything else? So I think that's good for now. Now we can put text below here, and that's called the newsfeed link description. So see, the newsfeed link description shows up down here. So that's what we want to do. We can preview what it looks like in different areas of Facebook. So we'll see this is what our ad will look like in different areas of Facebook. Now what we'll also see is we can also just look at the other images. And we can see, okay, so what we'll end up seeing is we'll see some work, some don't. And again, we kind of cut the red, grow the green. So we will confirm this ad here. And now our ad is in review. So that's basically all there is to it. What we could do is we could duplicate the ad, or we could test. There's a number of things we can do. We can say, okay, we want to, this is our campaign, and we'll see this is in review until it obviously comes out of review. Being in review, it may take a few hours. It may take a day or two, depending on how many ads they're having come up. Now if we click in here, we'll see we have our ad set right here. Obviously it's in review. Just gonna remove this. Why remove this? Either way, it doesn't really matter. But we can duplicate this ad set and maybe target a different country, or we could say, okay, target this in its original campaign or what have you. There's a lot of different things you can do, but the point being, we have our ads. See up here in the tab, we have 5 different ads. We have, and if you wanna look at them, you can click edit. See they're in review, and you can see an ad preview, etc. So this is where you see everything you're doing. Hope that makes sense. And once people start going, you can start looking on, what you start doing is you start looking at your ClickFunnels, and you start seeing how many people are clicking on your page, and then you'll want to be looking at how many people are clicking on your actual offer page, and then you'll optimize from there. But that's basically what you do. Hope that makes sense. Hope that helps you get started. And what your goal is to find the best images, or to find the best headlines that work, and just continually look at, you'll be looking at the click-through rate, and you'll be looking at the conversion rate, and you want to find the best stuff that works, so you can obviously continually optimize and help refine your advertising. Hope that makes sense. Guys, there's comments area below. Looking forward to seeing you guys become successful with this. It's very straightforward. The sky's the limit here. That was 30 minutes to get set up. Now your exercise is to go out there and set up your own Facebook ads using this system, and get set up as fast as you can and get some ads going, and see we have some split tests going and whatnot. So whether you're working with with my program on ClickBank, or whether you're working with my program on Mob, which I recommend you go through the 21 steps to get access to and work with the coach on Mob and go through the 21 steps and get access to the affiliate program there, because that pays more. It's it's both paths are fine. So move up. That's it. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments below. Hopefully this helps you guys out and it was clear and it was straightforward and it makes sense. Thanks.